Megan Oliva here with Melvin Guillard in his sweet blue getup. He's facing Shane Roller this Saturday. Melvin, you've been out of the octagon for about 6 months. What have you been doing in your time off, and how did it feel to get back into training camp and prepare for this fight?
Right after the fight, I went home to New Orleans for Mardi Gras. Spent about a month home with my family. I left there, and where'd I go after that? Well, I went back home to Oklahoma, play a lot of golf on my spare time. But when I'm home, I work with my judo coach, Dr. Ryan Tripp. So that keeps me training at all times. But I've been in training camp for about 10 weeks. And I'll be in Albuquerque till the end of the year. But I just spend a lot of time training and golfing, playing Black Ops, the usual. You know, it's not like I got to get up and punch a clock in the morning. So, but I try to have a constructive day. And, me and my wife, we do a lot of things with the dogs. So it's been good. You know, it doesn't feel like 6 months went by, but I feel it because, you know, when you're not making those checks constantly, you can tell when 6 months fly by. You know what I mean?
You've made a big impact in the lightweight division recently. How much of that do you attribute to Greg Jackson?
I contribute a lot of it, but not only to just Greg Jackson, but to Coach Mike Winklejohn, Miss DJ, my trainer, my swim coach and strength and conditioning coach, Mr. Richmond Montoya. I have a whole staff. You know, I train at Jackson's, and I'm now also training at Mean One, which is Keith Jardine's gym. So I have a whole staff of wonderful coaches that help me out and get me ready, and I give everybody credit, even my teammates.
What was your reaction when you got the fight with Shane Roller? Because he's not really that well known in the lightweight division. He came over from the WEC. What were your first thoughts when you got offered that fight?
I mean, I wanted to fight anybody that was available. For me, it's about, you know, just staying busy. You know, I know he's not a top-ranked opponent, but he's a tough guy, and guys like that are always dangerous. And I take everybody serious. Like, I'm going into this fight Saturday night like it's a title fight, because every fight to me is a title fight. You know, you want to be at the top of your game, and I don't want to give him my spot off a mistake that I make. So I have to be very, very smart about my fight, and I just have to be very aggressive and do what I do best, go in there and look for the knockout.
Do you think his wrestling is the biggest challenge for you? Although a lot of people may not know, you have a lot of wrestling.
State champion. So, you know, it's all good, man. People sleep on my wrestling because my striking is so good, and I'm okay with that because, you know, guys aren't going in the gym saying, oh, we got to worry about defending Melvin's takedown, or we have to worry about, you know, Melvin taking me down. So with that being said, most guys are always just worried about my striking, so they don't know what I got in my arsenal tonight, you know? I mean, Saturday. I can explode from anywhere. I can take Roller down if I want to. But, I mean, you know, a lot of these guys, man, they're boring fighters, you know? Shane Roller, to me, is not that exciting to watch as a fighter. I've watched some of his fights, you know. He's just a wrestler that likes to grind and come forward. That's tailor-made for me because he's going to get hit in the face with fist or knees. So either way it goes, he's going to get hit with something. And when he get hit by me, he's going to really have second thoughts about wanting to engage.
Somebody that helps you prepare for this fight is Clay Guida. He's also in your division. If it came down to it, would you fight Clay?
We all sit down and we discuss this at the night's round table, but the only way that'll happen for me, Clay, you got Donald Cerrone, if we fight each other, it's gonna have to be for a title, because, and that's respected. At first, I wouldn't do it at all, but you know, when we all talked about it, we all kind of came up with the same conclusion. We all fighting for one reason, and that's to be a world champion. I don't want to ever have kids and tell my kids, well, I could have been a great champion, but instead of fighting my teammate, I let him win the belt, and then I never had a shot. You know what I mean? So it kind of destroys your legacy. So the only way I'll fight a teammate is if there's if the title on the line, because if there's a title on the line, we all want the same thing. And at the end of the day, this is an individual sport. You know, that's like in wrestling in high school. If me and my teammate was in the same weight class and we made it to the finals together, I can't give up my state title for him. We have to wrestle for it. So we have to fight for it.
Somebody I know you want to fight is Jim Miller.
I'm dying to fight Jim Miller, man. Like, right now, he's my ticket. He's my golden ticket. I feel like Willy Wonka, you know. I got to open the package and find the golden ticket. Right now, I love Ben Henderson to death. Ben Henderson's a good friend of mine. But I need Jim Miller to win, because if he wins, he's 9-0. I go and knock off a guy like Jim Miller and knock him out, and he's 9-0, nobody can ever question that I don't deserve a title shot. So I need Jim Miller to win.
If you don't get Jim Miller, how far do you feel you are from a title shot then?
If I don't get Jim Miller, I'm probably looking at another 2 or 3 fights. you know. But it doesn't matter. To me, like I said, I'm not too hyped on the title right now. I just want to keep fighting and having fun and just keep making all these bonus checks.
All right, Melvin. Well, good luck on Saturday. It's going to be an exciting fight.
Pretty lips.
I have pretty lips, apparently. Keep checking Heavy.com and be sure to tune into Fight Day on Saturday.